Now that the 2023 roller coaster season has officially ended, at least for most parts of the world, it is now time to look forward to what's to come next year, and already, as of Thanksgiving 2023, it is looking like 2024 is going to be one great year for the roller coaster industry. With over 100 projected roller coasters set to open worldwide next year, it is looking like it's going to be a really good year for the industry. However, in this video, we are going to be specifically looking at just the roller coasters being added to the United States of America. Since there isn't too much more of an introduction I can give for this fairly simple video, let's just dive straight into the list, going in alphabetical order of the roller coaster's name. Starting off our list, we have the AllAmerican Triple Loop coming to Indiana Beach. Now, this coaster may be new for the park, but it is most certainly not a new coaster, dating all the way back to its opening year of 1984. In this ride's almost 40-year history, it has operated in 5 countries all across the globe before it finally made its way to Indiana for hopefully its permanent home. Designed by renowned engineer Anton Schwarzkopf, the coaster is guaranteed to provide a super intense yet comfortable ride experience for anybody who dares to ride the AllAmerican Triple Loop. Making our way down the list, we head over to Six Flags Great Escape to check out their new roller coaster, the Bobcat, set to open next summer. This family-friendly wooden coaster manufactured by Gravity Group is going to provide a super fun ride experience. Despite not being the tallest or fastest roller coaster in the park, it is going to provide a short layout packed with fun airtime hills and tight turns, making it a really solid investment for the park and definitely going to be a hit among the whole family. Jumping cross country and heading down to Texas, we have Circuit Breaker at Codaland. This is going to be the United States' first ever tilt coaster, and man, am I excited to check this thing out. Being manufactured by Vekoma, featuring a full layout, complete with 4 inversions, a couple airtime moments, and tight turns throughout the ride experience. I don't know about you guys, but this thing looks to be one of the best roller coasters in all of Texas when it eventually does open next year. Staying in Texas, we have the brand new Daddy Pig roller coaster opening at the brand new Peppa Pig theme park next year. This park looks to be an exact replica of the currently operating Peppa Pig theme park that operates in Florida right now, and that park certainly looks to be a big hit with families with little kids. And even though this coaster definitely will not be the biggest or the best roller coaster in its state, it definitely looks to provide a fun experience for little kids. Staying in the family-friendly roller coaster category, we head up to the new Fire in the Hole opening at Silver Dollar City next year. Now, technically, this isn't a brand new roller coaster, but it is going to be a full renovation and rebuild of the current Fire in the Hole roller coaster dark ride that has been operating for over 50 years. This coaster is not going to be intense by any means, but that's okay because it's not trying to be, because it focuses much more on those long drawn-out show scenes that tell a story throughout the ride experience, making it different from your average roller coaster. Moving to something much more thrilling, we have the Flash Vertical Velocity opening up at Six Flags Great Adventure. This is going to be the park's first thrill coaster in years, and man, does it look like an awesome way to celebrate Six Flags Great Adventure's 50th anniversary. Being built by Vekoma, this triple launch coaster is going to have you going both forwards and backwards throughout the ride experience, sending you upside down a couple times throughout its very short layout. This is going to be the first of its kind model to open in the United States, and even though there is currently one open in China, it's definitely going to be super exciting to check this one out stateside. Moving down the list, we come to Good Gravy at Holiday World. This family-friendly Vekoma Jr. boomerang that sends you both forwards and backwards might just have the most fun theme on this entire list, being themed to a gravy boat gone wrong at your grandma's house on Thanksgiving. Theme aside, the coaster will be no slouch itself, however. As I said, it'll send you both forwards and backwards throughout its fairly short yet exciting family-friendly ride experience. Heading over to Arizona, we have the brand new Mattel Adventure Park opening with its 2 coasters, Hot Wheels Bone Shaker The Ultimate Ride and Hot Wheels Twin Mill Racer. Both of these coasters, expected to be built by Chance Rides, will open in late 2024, both of them themed to the Hot Wheels toy series. Despite the coasters sharing a theme and manufacturer, they couldn't be more different after that, as the Hot Wheels Bone Shaker is going to be a family-friendly roller coaster featuring a lift hill and consisting of a long drawn-out layout around the park. Meanwhile, the Hot Wheels Twin Mill Racer is going to feature a launch and numerous inversions throughout its tight course, making both of these coasters the perfect fit for the park that they're at, giving everybody the choice if they want extreme or family friendly. Heading across the country, we have Iron Menace at Dorney Park. This is going to be a dive coaster built by Bolliger and Mabillard, and this will actually be the steepest coaster in all of Pennsylvania with a 95-degree first drop. Following that initial plunge, you'll have a fairly complete layout with 4 inversions. However, I'm sure everybody is riding this coaster for its main first drop, and I don't blame them. This is certainly going to be a fan favorite and a hit for Dorney Park. Heading back to Codaland to check out their second new coaster opening up next year, we have Palindrome, and this might just be the most unique roller coaster on this entire list. Starting off with a vertical lift hill and a super tight first drop, and then a layout complete with 2 inversions. You get sent up a vertical spike, and then back down the way you came, going through the 2 inversions backwards, and then landing on a turntable ending your ride. This is most certainly not going to be a long coaster, but what it will provide is going to be a super intense and fun ride experience that will diversify it from the other coasters in the state of Texas. Heading back to family coasters, we have Penguin Trek at SeaWorld Orlando. Now this is going to be the park's 3rd back-to-back-to-back coaster being added in consecutive years, and this is going to be much more family friendly as I mentioned earlier. Another launch coaster, this time being built by Bolliger and Mabillard. The coaster isn't going to feature any inversions or any tall hills or steep drops, but it's going to focus much more on theming, and SeaWorld claims you'll actually travel through a penguin exhibit on this coaster. That's going to be something fun to look out for. Staying in Florida but heading over to Busch Gardens Tampa Bay, we have Phoenix Rising. Now there isn't too much information known about this coaster besides a press release and an animated video. However, it is said that it'll be manufactured by Bolliger and Mabillard and that it is going to be a family-friendly suspended roller coaster. And even though there isn't the most information we have to work with, we can definitely tell it will be a solid fit for the park and an overall very good family coaster. Moving down to the final family-friendly coaster in this video, we have Snoopy's Soapbox Racers coming to Kings Island. Now this is going to be another one of those Vekoma-built junior boomerangs, and it actually looks to be pretty solid. It's going to feature a fairly short layout, but as you know, it goes forwards and backwards, and from what we've seen so far, this coaster is actually going to have some pretty solid theming, themed of course to the beloved Peanuts characters. And Kings Island is actually my home park, so I am pretty excited to get some laps in on this coaster when it does open, and definitely push out some more content for this ride when it is available, so be sure to subscribe for that if you're interested. Now it's time for the final coaster on this list. We have the unnamed Intamin Ultra Surf water coaster coming to Six Flags Over Georgia. Now this ride will have a very simple layout, just sending you back and forth over an airtime hill and a launch before you finally hit the splashdown at the end and you become soaked. The name for this coaster hasn't been revealed just yet, but I'm sure it will be themed to some sort of DC character, just as most other Six Flags coasters are, and this will be a solid fit for the park given they currently don't have a water ride. Now that's just about gonna do it for today's video. Now I know I didn't list every single roller coaster coming to the United States next year. I purposely left off some kids coasters or rides that may or may not be getting delayed or stuff that hasn't been fully announced yet that we do not know. I wanted to keep this video fairly short and concise for you guys, so I hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, feel free to leave a like down below, and if you're new here, be sure to subscribe for new videos just like this coming your way on Hangtime Thrills. I've been Hangtime Thrills, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.